It's your man, Alphaman, Alpha World. You sitting down with Hustle Daily TV. Tap in.
Incredible. Yeah. If I do say so myself. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't gonna stop. Yeah. I want this forever. Yeah. Seen a lot, heard a lot.
Alphaman, what's good, bro?
What up?
What's the word, man?
I can't call it Self-Care 4 out now. Love of Life on the way. 12/6/20. Look out for that, definitely.
Okay, 12/6/2020.
You know
Lover of Life.
Yeah.
You got some merchandise to go with that?
Oh, of course. If you could go to our Alpha World Clothing Instagram page, click the link. There's actually the first rollout of merch just came out. There's a hoodie and a female's graphic tee, Lover of Life, both of them for male and female, and then just a bunch of branding of the logo, Alpha World Clothing, other stuff, anything you want on there you can find. For you, for him, for her, for the little ones, even for the dogs, man. So we got it all.
Glad to hear. So you heard, you can go right to the website, make the purchase. You already know they got him, hers, the tots, the dogs, whatever you need, they got it.
Back.
So Alphaman,
What's up?
how long you been making music? What has been your earliest childhood experience with music?
So, I've been recording music since probably like 07, 08 at the earliest since I can remember, when I teamed up with Big Dog K and P Smitty, what's up? Just being able to get into like a studio setting or recording setting and be able to just be behind the mic, in front of the mic and feel myself out, really, like that was my first real experience like recording. I grew up in the church. My parents sung in the choir, played the drums. Some lessons of playing the piano as a kid. So I've kind of just been around music my whole life, really. From, day one, being in the car, parents playing your favorite, songs, record, KRS-One or Rock Him, Eric B, those ones, my dad for sure. And my mom, on the other hand, she's always playing an R&B singer, you know what I mean? Patti LaBelle or Aretha Franklin, growing up, those kind of, SVWs and all of those,
So that's where your roots really come in from.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely a 90s kid at heart when it comes to this music stuff.
I'm quite curious. Have you ever performed any original pieces in church, per se? Like, growing up? Like, was it like, like an expressive piece?
Nah, it was more so like, you get like a solo or you sing like a certain section of a song to, along with the choir. I mean, that was my earliest,
just in general
performance, you know what I mean?
With music.
Yeah,
I get that. All right.
And kind of just,
and that's
being in front of people.
That's good. Yeah, I was about to say that, because when you're in front of people, it's like, you need that experience, and early on you get it.
Oh, for sure.
You kind of get rid of that stage.
You get comfortable earlier with it than you do, later. I know a lot of people who, and I mean, like, not even artists, just in general. They say public speaking is like the number one fear in the world, or you know what I mean. And I find that crazy, but everybody has their own thing. But yeah, since I can remember, probably about maybe 6 or 7 years old,
Okay, so I know you mentioned names like Aretha Franklin and such as others. So how do you incorporate those experiences into your music modern day?
For me, my creative process has always been based off of what the music kind of speaks to me. I don't make up something that I can't personally relate to. You know what I mean? Something that I picked up from an early age or early on in just music experience was that some of the best music for me was when it was raw or when it was real or something that was relatable. You know what I mean? To me, what's real to me, because I feel like a lot more people can relate to certain situations that I may have been in or experienced, or I'm working through, and it's something you want to listen to. So, I don't know about y'all, but like when I got something that I can relate to, it resonates more. It's something I'm more likely to listen to or share. You know what I mean, or be a part of.
No, that's a fact, and all those things that you mentioned are like key attributes that influence others to listen to music in general.
True.
So it's like, do you feel like the music you make is an influence to others?
My point or my intention is to be impactful in a way that like it's life changing or life enhancing. You know what I mean? I look to enrich people's lives. I like to know that when you walk away from an encounter with me, that you feel better about yourself. You feel more certain about what you want to do with your life or what direction you're going in. Little stuff like that. So I hope that when someone listens to my music, they can absorb all the context that's there, all of the innuendos, the funny moments, the serious moments, the play on words, the directness. I try not to hold punches and be just honest. And I hope that people respect that.
I definitely think your listeners and your viewers and anyone that interacts with your content and your music will be able to respect and appreciate that. The thing about music is that it transcends like all different type of like settings.
Oh yeah.
It could be heard your song could be heard all around the world, and you might not even know it. Just the fact that it's on the internet. So
that's true. It's very true.
Influence does play a big part in the hindsight. But speaking of influence, how do you feel about mainstream media and all of its influences as well?
I feel like when you talk mainstream, you're talking people who do it for more of a money Ponzi scheme, as if you want to call it that.
Right.
Because you get these deals from these labels that somehow end you up being, ass backwards or what have you, in debt or whatever it is. And I think that a lot of the core music fans, they really are the ones who determine who makes it mainstream. Because you could have an artist that who could buy their way to the mainstream. Let's say you bought your way to the mainstream, whatever that is in case, or whatever that entails. You buy your way to the mainstream, and you could just genuinely not be a good artist. But because your face is everywhere, your song's everywhere, in turn, people listen to you and may more so become attached to you because of, it's like brainwashing. Versus like non-mainstream, if you really like that artist, you really like that artist because you took the time to listen to that artist thoroughly and watch their videos, follow them on social media. So in the long run, I feel like the mainstream is like that hot window. You know what I mean? If you hit that mainstream, you got like 2 months to really do something that's gonna make an impact for you to, gain your residuals back. But like underneath the mainstream, if you're hitting, you're gonna hit all the time after that. Because the people who you're hitting with, or the way that you're hitting, is genuine, it's organic, it's real, it's like earth, you know what I mean? Like, it's your feet's on the ground. Like, that's why I feel like a lot of rappers, hip-hop rappers, recording artists, the mixtape game is so important.
It is.
You know what I mean? Because that's really where you develop your fan base. To me, I feel like that's really where you see what you're about. Because before you get that partnership or deal or whatever it is that you succumb to or however, you gotta prove that you really want this.
9 times out of 10, a lot of your fans are gonna find their favorite songs
on your mixtape,
out your whole career, your whole career
on your mixtape,
on your mixtape,
absolutely. Or a video that they saw that wasn't budgeted by the label, or you know what I mean, like
that's most times where the uncensored raw content gets heard, and that's where fans are able to actually fall in love with the creative process of the artist. You know?
Yeah.
Like how many times have we remember listening back to those Diplomat out mixtapes?
Oh,
with Cameron or J.R. Ryder, you get what I'm saying?
How yeah, bro,
just because of how they put it together, more or less. You get what I'm saying?
Because it was raw, it was authentic, it was raw and authentic. Because to me, like, so like I never really like got into the mixtape area or realm until like 2014, 2013. And I can't tell you, I can't tell you what mixtape it was. I could tell you it was like a Lil Wayne mixtape, or when we was doing illegal downloads on LimeWire. That's when I was learning about mixtapes and stuff that was on Dat Piff and all that other, you know, all the other sites, and Hot New Hip Hop. When Hot New Hip Hop was huge, I used to get all my music off Hot New Hip Hop. But like those are where you're right. Like I made memories to certain mixtape songs and shit. You know what I mean? So to me, I feel like mainstream's not bad, but I feel like it can't be the end all. Like if you're really about this music life and really about the lifestyle that is being a recording artist, like you can't, mainstream can't be your end all. I think that it's not a bad goal to have or to be a part of in that setting, because it does open up a lot of other doors to other avenues or situations for you. But I mean, like, I rock with the mixtape underground game all day, because that's where you're gonna get your raw artists from, man. They're gonna put their heart and soul. They're gonna be able to say whatever they want on them records. They're gonna be able to, you know what I mean, really, really not have to worry about pleasing an A&R or a label as far as sound goes, you know? So
I see what you mean. I definitely see what you mean. So, next part of this interview, I like to get into what we call random thoughts. So, I don't know if you've heard about random thoughts, but the way we break it down is based off everything that we talked about in this interview, like a summary. I'm going to give you 4 artists, and I want you to give me a response based on what we talked about, you know, and how it incorporates in your perspective about them, you know. It's basically an opinion on how you feel about this artist based on what we talked about.
I bet.
All right? So how you want me to break down? You want me to give them to you all 4 at once?
Nah, give them to me individually. You don't gotta take them long, but, you know, give them to me individually. I like to.
So the first one, Megan Thee Stallion. Based on what we talked about.
Alright, here's what I say about Megan Thee Stallion. I think as a personality, as a visual representation of black women, and what you can do if you put yourself in the right position and you stick to your guns, you know. I think that she's learning her way through the game. She's evolving as an artist. I have nothing negative to say about her. I think she's young. I have to say, she's young. She's like, I don't think she can't be much older than me or around my age. So I feel like the ceiling's wide open. You know what I mean? Like, there's no cap on her right now. She is up. It's all she has to do is just keep doing what she's doing and being, you know, the boss woman that she is, and representing, you know, black girls the way she does.
Shout outs to Megan Thee Stallion.
Facts.
Keep representing black girls the way you do.
Facts. Please do.
So next, you know, HustleDailyTv can be quite controversial sometimes. You know, we can't help it over here at the headquarters. But next we got Tory Lanez. Your thoughts on Tory?
My thoughts on Tory. I think Tory's a great artist. I think he's very versatile. One of the things that I like about him is that when you play his music or when you play a CD, you never know how he's gonna approach the record. You know, I think that's something that gives him an advantage, because he can swing with vocals and melodies and such, but then he can also come through and kick a dope freestyle or bar for bar you. I mean, that's it. I don't have anything else to say on the other shit. That's none of my business.
Okay. I can respect that.
Facts.
The next named topic, rest in peace, King Vaughn.
I really wasn't. I can't say that I was a fan of Vaughn. Rest in peace to him. My condolences to his family. My prayers to y'all, everybody who is impacted by him, touched by him, or who's involved in that situation, whatever. I just ask for peace and prosperity for everybody, because it's rough out here and everything, and I'll never wish ill on nobody. Whatever the situation was, I hope they get it resolved. Rest in peace to him. I heard a couple of. I definitely did do a little homework on him as far as music go. The kid was extremely he was in a good position. He had some good people around him, being from the Chi-Town area and Dirt and everybody who's come from there, and he was definitely on the rise to be King Vaughn. And it sucks when
situations like these happen.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Whatever happened in that situation, it's not, like I said, it's none of my business. I don't got nothing to say about that.
Life situation.
Rest in peace to him, and like I said, peace to everybody who's involved. Hope they get this shit figured out the right way.
All right. Last but not least, we have Benzino.
Why? What about Benzino?
It's random thoughts.
I'll give you a good random thought. So I can't tell you the name of the song, but I used to be this one Benzino song that I used to play, and I used to like it. It was pretty hard. It was a good banger. I think I was probably like 12, 13. I can't tell you the name of the song.
That is such a great correlation, because of everything we talked about. We were talking about mainstream music and influence. Yeah. You being 12, and the fact that song had to be mainstream for you to get wind of it.
I don't know. You know what? I think what happened is it was definitely mainstream because it's probably something I saw on 106 in Park at that time. You know what I mean? You was in middle school, 12, 13. Yeah, you
definitely saw
you know what I mean?
You know
what I mean? 106 or MTV.
You ain't downloaded off that piff.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. I definitely. Oh, you know what else? So, one time on the bus, somebody had left their jacket on the bus, and I'm on my way home. It's like 3 people on the bus. I'm at the last stop, and somebody left their shit on the bus. Whatever. So, I'm walking by, and I picked the jacket up to bring it to the front of the bus. And when I picked the jacket up, 2 CDs fell out of the jacket pocket. So, one of the CDs was a Kanye West College Dropout, and then the other one was this White Blank CD, and it was the Benzino song. And it was the single, the acapella, and the instrumental on this one CD. It was 3 songs, and I couldn't tell you. I wish I could remember the name of the song, because it was definitely a song that I used to thump to.
Someone bootlegged the song.
Okay, so
or was it a mixtape from him?
It was I don't know if it was from him, but okay. So one of the things that they used to do in the early 2000s was they used to make these before streaming really became a thing. You used to make CDs, and on the CD they used to have the single, the instrumental, the remix, and the acapella, and it used to be called the EP. And I never understood why they did that, because I was if I was a hip hop artist or a rap artist, I would just listen to the instrumental. I would just use that. Or if I was somebody who was smart, download it to my CD and use your acapellas on another track and be yo, we did a track together. So I never understood why that whole shit kind of panned out, or what it was. But
it was the early rendition of a rap resume.
Terrible.
A terrible rendition.
Terrible. You got one song and the remix. What are you doing, dog?
And the acapella.
What's going on?
So if you didn't like the beat, at least you can
have the lyrics. If you didn't like my lyrics, at least you got the beat.
You know what I mean?
That was hip hop though.
Hip hop and history.
You know what I mean? So
Alpha World, we thank you for sharing gems and your insights with us.
Of course.
Do you have anything else to say to the viewers and audience?
yeah, man, go stream Self-Care 4. It's out right now. Go stream my man Big Dog video, Mamba Mentality, Freaking Fresh Family. What's up? Alpha World, all day, every day. Lover of Life, 12-6. You know what I mean? Got some stuff coming, you know, keep your eyes peeled. I know if you wasn't there for the movie, you damn sure gonna catch the sequel.
Facts. Thank you for everything.
Of course.
See y'all next time.
Later.
So incredible. Yeah. If I do say so myself. Yeah.